Okay, we're not worried about chat. Nasus is going an odd build. Tier side is nice. Nasus could have gone straight double Dorans and been the Emax Nasus. That's really annoying. Okay, so this game, you're gonna need. You're not gonna have any way to kite Akali. Like, she's just gonna straight kill you. So what you can do here. I would say Hex Drinker is gonna be pretty good. So the little bit of kite you can have, you can go tier into. Probably just rush Iceborne Hex Drinker, then finish your tier item. The Iceborne's going to allow you to kite the melees. It's going to give you 20% CDR. You get CDR boots, you'll be at flat 30%, and then the Hex Drinker is going to reduce the damage. Like, Akali does physical and magic damage, right? They're one of those weird hybrid champions, so they're going to look to rush Gunblade and just dump on you using mixed damage once they hit 6. So having the armor from Iceborne, having the MR from Mob Malmortius, I think is going to be good. This lane, anytime she walks up, you should be trying to harass her. So don't take spells from her for free. You're the range champion, you should be controlling this lane. Right there, you should be attacking her. Don't walk in a minute to attack her because you'll get trade damage back from range creeps, obviously. But yeah, just any time that she's up, hit her a couple times. Disengage the minions really quick. Walk back here behind yours so it de-aggros. And just work on poking her. You've got minion advantage. You should be all over her right now. Okay. So basically at this point, like anytime she goes for a last hit, you throw an auto and then disengage. Goes for a last hit, throw an auto, disengage. Like if you can get a Q off too, that's going to be your best trades here. But she's got a lot of built-in sustain with just the way that her kit is. Okay, so Akali is roaming here. You need to rotate quickly and try to help your team. You can do some damage coming up. You get the heal. Okay, yeah, he got out. He disengaged. That's fine. What does she have? Ignite? She doesn't have flash, so paying attention to summoners when they get burned, you know she doesn't have flash, so anytime that you have minion advantage in this lane, you should probably look to go ham. Okay, so now that this is down, she can't do anything. She literally can't do anything now that her shroud is down. You really don't have an opportunity yet to go aggressive until minions get balanced out. I don't know, I'm not seeing an option to go aggressive yet. That's such a ridiculous amount of move speed she gets from her shroud. Okay, you really, I think you had all in potential there. If you went in, you exhausted immediately, you know she doesn't have flash, so if she tries to use something to gap close, because she had her shroud was down, right? So if you E in and you exhaust immediately, it's going to negate her damage. She's not going to be able to auto-attack properly to proc her Q very well. And I really think you could have killed her. Okay, so just push the wave out now and recall and get your buy. You're sitting on 1,000 gold. So that's enough to get you Sheen. to get out quick. She's going to try to control the wave here with that. Careful. Yeah, just recall at this point. Because now you're behind in items, and she's going to hit 6 soon, and she's going to be able to kill you as soon as she does. It might seem like you have the advantage here, but your mana, you have enough for like 1 E and maybe 2 Qs. About 2. But she is just going to keep sustaining. What does she have? She got refillable. She's got life steal now. Yeah, here comes the 6. Her flash is almost up. QR Ignite E is probably enough to kill you. And she's looking to do something to somebody. Here it comes. Alright. Alright, so Togapika, it's hard to be dominant when you don't properly itemize. So because you're sitting on so much gold, you don't do any damage. So being here behind them, flanking them, is a really bad idea. Because you're not going to be able to do any damage in order to win this trade. Like, it's just not going to happen. So anytime you see your counterpart go back, shove out your wave, go back, and do the same. You got to itemize quickly. Very, very quickly. Right now, hopefully you pick up Sheen. I guess you can, yeah, you could have upgraded that, but Sheen is going to give you some CDR, which is nice. Honestly, at the point you were at, you could have upgraded to Manamune. I don't think that would have been a bad buy. Your Qs are still going to do quite a bit of damage. But your autos are also going to do a decent amount of damage instead of just being on spell hit. Okay, so it looks like you're going Iceborne this game. I definitely agree with Iceborne for the kite. You're going to need it for Wither for Tryndamere. One other thing that you can do here, so one thing that you can do is you could, instead of going like Hex Drinker or Ma Melmortius, you could go for the QSS item. And going for the QSS item, you're going to have decent MR, but you're also going to have the active to be able to break CC. So it's going to break the Wither, it's going to break the slow from Tryndamere. Nice play by your team. But getting the QSS, you can also build Sterac. So if they dive you, that's going to allow your team to be able to clean up while they're trying to break through your shields. So I think a little tankier build versus Assassin plus really strong fighter. Also, this up here, going past turrets, you should never dive past turrets, especially versus survivability champs like Nasus, like Tryndamere. They've got a lot of escapes, So when you guys positioned that far forward, it ended up working out for you guys, but I think it was a bad call. Like, what you have over them right now is you are a ranged champion and you're versus 3 melee. Ooh. Nice. So basically what that means is you want to use your poke to your advantage and just force them out. Think about it this way, Togapika. If you can essentially just get them low HP, they can't defend turrets, right? So if they're low HP, they're gonna have to recall or they're gonna die at turrets. So they've gotta deal with the idea of recalling and losing a turret, or fighting and losing 2 turrets if they die. So being this HP, that's a really, really bad idea for him. Okay, yeah, just focus turret. He's kind of just baiting you guys to not do turret damage here. The main problem I see right now for you guys, though, is that you don't have any magic damage. Wait. You get like Cinder Hulk, but yeah, just siege and poke. Use your ranged advantage. Just poke him out. If a Kali ever comes in, your team should instantly stun her. You guys should kill her. Yeah, exactly that. You should be pinging this back. They shouldn't be diving here. They should be focusing turret. Just go straight for the objectives. If they come up to the objective, then you could like stun and try to do something. But you just wasted your whole wave of creeps. Your team wasted your whole wave of creeps, and you could have had tower. I don't know if this is like a threes team that you're playing with, or if it's like individually. Can you individually queue up in threes? I don't know if that's a thing. You queue alone? Alright. So basically, you can try to be the shot caller. At this point in the game, with a Kali being above 6, and you've got a stun bot like Udyr, I would say play around Udyr. Alaoi's not going to do anything for you. Alaoi should probably be splitting. And you and Udyr should play together. That way you've got a stun, you've got CC plus range damage, and they'll be playing with probably Nasus and a Kali together. So they'll have CC plus dive damage. So they're looking like what their combo is. They're looking to run like Wither into hard dive from fighter plus hard dive from assassin. My Kali's gonna carry the shit out of this game. What do you have for MR? 44 MR. Okay, we need to get this item finished quickly. It's like Ezreal needs 2 to 3 items to be effective. That's really hard on this, on threes. I don't know if Ezreal was the best pick here. Like later on he'll be great, but right now, like Iceborne damage alone with a Q doesn't do that much. It has good kite potential, but you need to stay away from Akali. So if you just keep swapping lanes from where Akali is and just running away from her, I think you'll be able to okay and be able to scale. But that's like the main thing here, is you just need to stay the hell away from that champion until you have more items. Udyr should be on her. Yeah. Yep, care. Alright, so as soon as you get the wave here, Nasus is still pushing. You guys should be able to get the tower. Okay, that's fine. You didn't need wave, just tank it. Yeah, you guys can just keep running as 3. How many stacks? Is he going for stack build? 114? No, 141. I thought I said fucking 14. Chasing. Alawi ended up dying because they stayed bot alone. So it's basically, it's just too much chasing right now. Well, only one person should have rotated top. You've got to keep... You can't really... He's got Ghost. It's Ghost and it's Nasus. He's got his ulti, he's got Wither, he's really fast. I don't think sending 2 people top. Just send 1 for the wave. That way somebody gets individual XP to be able to catch up and get good levels. And keep the 2v2 rolling. So these are the guys that you're going to want to kill. Mostly Akali. Tryndamere's hard to kill. Nasus is hard to kill. Run. How much gold do you have? 800. You can get a pickaxe. You're gonna die. Your team wasn't in the greatest position for being able to kite that out to help you. Focus. Yeah, so for some reason Alawi was down here. Wait. They were down here. Alawi was in here. They just dove past Alawi. Alawi wasn't even in that fight because their jump range is really short. And that was a big misplay by them. Like, maybe had you kited this way instead, they could have just ran up. But running up, you were kiting away from your team. And you need to be able to, like, at least give them a little bit of a chance to get there. So if you went this way as well, the heal would have been here, and you could have kited into that too. So that may have helped you survive a little better. So positioning-wise, you had Udyr, you had Alawi, and then you ran this way. So running this way is okay for Udyr, but you need to kind of like make it a... If you went for like more of a shorter distance for Alawi to follow up. Yeah, Akali came from here, ran up, jumped to you. So if you just went this way instead, Alawi could have got there to peel. Like as much peel as Alawi has. Just death is the best CC, right? You guys should run straight down here and try to kill Akali. Or objective? Akali's gonna get tower, but you can get this tower. Not if you dive though. Alawi's in a really bad spot. Tryndamere's gonna ulti. Hall, they live. That's madness. Get one. Tank the turret. You guys can get the turret here. Just keep an eye on Akali. If they rotate, you're gonna die. I think you're really worried about Tryndamere coming in. Okay. Yeah, Akali's getting a lot of pressure. She got 2 turrets. Well, what is it? I guess that one was already done, I think. You guys traded turrets at that point. Careful. Just make sure you don't give her the R. If you have Iceborne, you could have queued her. Just queue and run. No. Run away. Get away. Not like this. So with the vision, I would have queued from here to here. Don't go in range. Like, her R range can jump to about here, so you just queue and run. Udyr could have caught her and killed her. So you gotta watch your positioning on that and just try to get the slow off so that he can catch her. One annoying thing about Akali is Akali has really, really high base move speed. It's like, what, 350, I think? Something stupid. So that with boots too, they're just, what is that? Almost 400 move speed flat. 395. Okay, itemization, you've got your 2 items. I'd go for Hex Drinker right away. Probably at this point. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Hex Drinker is going to be good because it's going to keep you alive versus the Akali combo a little more. But overall, Sterak's is probably better. Because one other thing you have to consider is Akali has a lot of healing with Gunblade, right? Tryndamere has a lot of healing with Q. Nasus has Lifesteal on his passive. So one thing you're gonna need this game is you're gonna need Executioner's Calling. And you should... That's honestly probably something you should do right away. Build this at Executioner's Calling. That'll be really good for the healing reduction. But they are definitely a sustained group. Yeah, I would definitely say rush that. So, that's also going to be nice, because that's going to allow you to build Sterak's. You got a reset, that's not good. You guys don't have any damage right now. Nisi, go ahead and play without me, man. I've got 2 lessons to do. Now they're getting the spider bitch. What is that buff? What does it do? This champion is ghosted and powers nearby to allied minions. Okay, so it's just like Baron. Increase move speed, attack damage, attack speed, armor, magic resist. Alright, so you guys need to be safe for a little bit. Just farm with Q, and literally just, well, yeah, if you can push this wave out, just do it and run. Run like the fucking wind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the cheese. It's happening. Run. Run away. The old face check technique. So okay, after you E away, throw a Q behind you, it'll proc the slow from your Iceborne. And you can... Wait, can you even fucking see them while they're ghosted? Like, not only are you going to get the slow, but you're going to get 1.5 seconds off of your cooldowns, and that's pretty important. So itemization, let's go. I would say... You need Executioner's Calling. That's a given. You need magic resist. So I'd probably... Okay, so you need this, you need this. You're just going to be playing Caster Ezreal. There's not a lot... You're not going to have any attack speed this game, I don't think. Just want to poke. You don't ever want to get in range of Akali. And if you do get Dove, you're going to have Sterak's, which is going to be good. You're going to have QSS, which will break Withers. Or slows from Tryndamere. This is good for you. E into her. E into her. Kill it with fire. Also Ryle's. QS has to be good reset. So, how much armor do they have? I think overall this is just a really hard match, or map, for ADCs. ADCs need a lot of items to be able to scale. You do have a lot of early strength in Udyr and Alawi, but... Let's poke, slow him with Qs. I wouldn't have walked up there if I were you. Walking up just put you in range to just die, basically. Here's the 2v3, just running Q, run like the fucking wind. Yeah, just Q. No, don't stop! Yeah, because your move speed on Ezreal is like, what, 3? Well, how do you have 407? 407, why do you have 407? Where is your move speed coming from? What do you have move speed? There, okay, the pad. You got 10% move speed from that, right? Okay, so now you're back to normal slow. Slow's real. It's kind of cheese. They're just looking to cheese a brush right now. And there's no real reason for you guys to come down here. You can't recap this yet. Waves are meeting in the middle of this one. Just be really careful. Like at this point, you know, since they're not in lanes, you know they're cheesing something. So just use your Q to check all the brushes. Your Q is a really good method for that. Don't walk up, don't walk up. They showed? They showed. Okay. So they all showed, you guys got cheesed, you're gonna end up getting pushed in, and you're probably gonna lose an inhib. Because I don't think you can stop that at all. Oh, you're about to fucking die. So right there, that path choice, knowing they were coming from this direction, I would have gone this way. Just try to kite him out and maybe like, you can E over that wall, I'm pretty sure. If you E-click here to E, it should drop you on the other side. So just try to kite them out if you know you're out of position and not run straight back. Like the sooner you die, the more time that they have to push. So just use as much time as possible and kite them away from objectives, like use your Q to slow, E over the wall. Like, potentially, you can get out. If you get enough Qs off and you get an E over the wall, you're going to get your reduced cooldown, you're going to be able to E again, you can get to safety. So, don't take the shortest path, take a longer one. It'll waste more of their time, and you might actually live if you just look for a long path. What? Yeah, I guess he does need to die. Oh man. At least towers don't heal. That thing is gone. Spider's up. You guys could spider. Is that up? I don't know if that means it's up or not. Oh no. Get him! Get him! You don't have anybody that can jump! Let's push the turret quick, quick, quick. Oh man, Udyr is just taking way too much damage for free. I honestly probably would have eaten and killed that. You guys are trading at this point. I think you're going for the end. This is where that QSS would come in handy. Because Akali's gonna end and you guys can't do anything. Like that one Wither just completely screwed you and didn't let you get out of range. Yeah, this is over. So, if you got... Okay, so you should have eaten, you should have killed Tryndamere here. It wouldn't have let him counter your push. You could have had this. If you did this right here, you could have ended the game. You could have ended the game if you got that kill. He should have died 100%. An E plus Q and he was dead. But that's just like straight up the game right there, because everything's open. You guys are down for 15 and that's... It's over. So anytime mid-late game you have a kill and you're on objectives that are potential for winning, ending the game, go for that kill. Because you knew Akali was there, it was just Nasus. Nasus is going to take quite a bit to kill you alone because you have, you've got Iceborne. So you definitely could have won the game. But itemization, I would have gone for... I don't think I would have gone for BT, I would have gone for Executioner's Calling into... It's hard to say. Probably Styrax. Yeah, not getting any kills that game. You're running on weak amounts of gold. So it's kind of hard. Like, if you had a little more gold for the items that you needed to be able to survive their shit, you would have done a lot better. If you had Sterax plus QSS, I think you would have been fine. Also, I think your idea with BT was going for like the shield and sustain with your poke, right? The thing about a Kali is going to probably ignite you anytime she wants to kill. So having the shield and flat HP from Sterax is probably just overall going to be better. Anything else I should know? Just try to take early advantage of melee champions anytime you can. So if they go up for a last hit, you auto queue them, and then disengage so you're not taking creep damage. Other than that, just try to get proper itemization as soon as possible for the game that you're in. They had 3 champions with a lot of sustain, so Executioner's Calling, knowing Executioner's Calling is a really good buy. Is going to help your team kill them a lot faster. So Togapika, honestly, man, I'd just say try to get a little creative with your itemization. The way that you built was just kind of standard ADC stuff. Not so much to survive. Had you survived longer, because you were dying like first every time mostly, because they could just wither you and then Akali would jump on you and then nothing. If you were a little more defensive, if you would went for the Sterax instead of BT, your team probably could have peeled you until they killed Akali, because you could have held exhaust and just baited her in every time. So work on positioning a little bit. I think you walked up a couple times when you didn't have E, or you walked forward into range where you were going to get withered, even if you have your E, you walked into wither range a couple times when you can just stand back and poke. Having high CDR and your landing Qs, you've got a low cooldown on your Q already, but landing the Q takes 1.5 seconds off, so it's literally like a 1.5 second cooldown. Yeah, itemization is key, though. Itemization is definitely key in this game. It is really, really important. So as soon as you see the game, you've got to evaluate what abilities the enemy is going to come at you with. And having 2 melee champions in front of you, Udyr being the only CC on your guys' team, Alawi doesn't do anything other than just a shitload of damage. You're going to have to be like, okay, they have dive on Akali, they have Tryndamere that can chase my ass down too if he chooses to. And they have Nasus, who's just going to try to wither me so that his team can kill me. So if you just look for that early defensive item, it's going to give your team more of a chance to peel and kite so that you can survive. Like, being an ADC on Twisted Treeline is probably... it's kind of a terrible thing. But if you can survive the early game and actually scale a little bit, you guys could have stomped him. I think you guys could have stomped that one. Give me 1 second, though, guys. I'm going to fill my coffee. I will be right back. Togapika, if you have any more questions, man, feel free to ask anything. I'll be right back.